Have you ever looked at your phone, saw a text from someone you know, and just stared at it? You didn't hate them. You weren't even angry. But the thought of typing a reply, of engaging in another round of empty, polite small talk, felt like trying to lift a mountain. So you flipped your phone face down, and you let the silence settle in. Lately, you might have noticed yourself pulling back, skipping the weekend get-togethers, leaving group chats on read, and avoiding unnecessary conversations. To everyone else, it looks like you've gone cold, like you're suddenly hard to reach, or worse, arrogant. But what looks like disappearing from the outside is actually a quiet, profound transformation happening on the inside. You aren't losing your mind. You are starting to read between the lines. At first, life feels simple. Conversations flow naturally. Friends make you laugh, and you believe what people say because you've never had a reason not to. But then, as you grow and your self-awareness deepens, something shifts. You begin noticing the small things that everyone else ignores. You notice the smile that doesn't quite reach someone's eyes. You notice the compliment that sounds kind but carries a sharp, hidden edge of jealousy. You recognize the friend who only remembers your name when they need a quick favor, or the person who claims they support you but mysteriously vanishes the absolute second you succeed. Psychologists call this pattern recognition. The more self-awareness you gain, the faster your brain connects behaviors that once seemed completely unrelated. Suddenly, people don't look different, but they feel different. And that's exactly where the distance begins. You stop confusing empty attention with genuine connection. You realize that guarding your personal peace is often much wiser than trying to please everyone around you. But here's the thing. Intelligent people don't disappear because they enjoy being isolated. They disappear because too much noise begins to feel physically and mentally exhausting. Research in psychology shows that people with higher self-awareness spend a massive amount of mental energy analyzing conversations, emotions, and social situations. While others simply hear words, you notice intentions. While others enjoy the surface moment, you quietly analyze the behavior behind it. A conversation that once felt exciting now feels entirely predictable. Even crowded rooms begin to feel strangely empty. This doesn't mean you think you're better than everyone else. It means you've stopped finding fulfillment in shallow interactions. Instead of asking, how many people know me, you start asking, who truly understands me? Once you begin seeing these emotional patterns, you stop taking everything personally. You stop wasting your precious mental energy trying to fix or argue with people who have already decided not to understand you. You realize that every single yes to the wrong person is a direct no to your own peace. This isn't emotional coldness. It's emotional intelligence. It's the ability to understand both your own emotions and the emotions of others without letting them control your life. That's why you stop reacting to every argument, stop answering every message, and stop chasing every relationship. You aren't falling in love with loneliness. You are falling in love with clarity. For the first time, silence stops feeling empty. It becomes a sanctuary where you can finally hear your own thoughts without the noise of other people's expectations. Solitude becomes a tool to recharge your mind, to read more, to think more deeply, and to question your own beliefs instead of blindly accepting someone else's opinions. Real confidence isn't built from the applause of a crowd. It's built from self-respect. You stop asking, how do I fit in? And start asking, does this life reflect who I truly am? To the outside world, it looks like you disappeared overnight. But the truth is, you were slowly letting go of the wrong connections long before anyone noticed. You disappeared one realization at a time. One day you stopped arguing. Another day you stopped chasing friendships that only exist when you are useful. Without making an announcement, you quietly began building a life that no longer depends on constant approval. So if you've recently found yourself stepping back, don't ask whether you're becoming antisocial. Ask yourself something much more important. Are you running away from people, or are you finally walking toward the life that is truly meant for you? Sometimes the people who seem to disappear aren't getting lost at all. They are finally finding themselves.